What is up, y'all? Welcome back to 9 to 5 Gamers. Today is a little bit of a channel update, but first things first, we finally hit 3,000 subs, so thank you so much to everybody who's subbed to the channel. Continue to share these videos with your friends, continue to send them to people, and get other people to sub to the channel, man. Want to build this channel up, and so we hit our 3,000, which means we're doing a giveaway. The giveaway that we're going to be doing, and I don't have the games yet, but I think they should be coming in, and I should be able to pick them up in the next day or two, but I'm actually giving away 2 copies. That is right, 2 copies. I did 4 for some reason. There's 2 copies of Mists over Carcassonne, which is the brand new cooperative version of Carcassonne that just came out. And so I have Mists over Carcassonne, 2 copies of that. I'm going to be giving away 1 to my members, and I'm going to be giving away 1 to my just subscribers here on the channel. There's only 2 stipulations, and that is that you have to live in the United States, just because shipping is crazy expensive, and I'm just coming out of the summer where my budget is super low, so I don't have a ton of money to do the shipping and stuff like that. But if the shipping is feasible, one day I will be able to do them outside of the United States. But right now it's just in the United States, just this, US only. If you are a subscriber, the only way to enter the contest is by liking this video and commenting what is your favorite board game, and also put 5 exclamation marks minimum. Okay, you could put more than that, but it's got to have at least 5 in there. If it doesn't have 5 exclamation marks, you will not be entered to win. Also, I'm giving away a copy to my members as well, which means that you have an opportunity to enter twice, right? So the only way that you can do that is by becoming a member. Memberships are anywhere from $3, $5, and $10, and they're honestly, it's super expensive. If you think about it, the Mists over Carcassonne is like a $40 game, and if you happen to win that, you paid $3 for Mists over Carcassonne, basically. Because honestly, you can become a member and then just cancel your membership if you just want to win the game. I got no problem with that. But I just want you to know that there are a lot of great opportunities for being a member. You get extra content and things like that, and it's really super inexpensive. At the end of the year, we're going to be doing a lot more giveaways, I'm assuming, but at the end of the year, if you've paid $36 for a year being a subscriber to the channel, you'll end up getting a game or 2. So right now there's not a ton of members, so this is a prime opportunity for you to become a member and actually win a copy of the game. You have more odds of doing it if you're a member, and also, if you're a subscriber, you can just put a comment and maybe you might win, depending how many people enter the contest. But I will be sending these games out, and I'm excited to do that. Now, in other news, my channel was demonetized for 32 days, and now we are remonetized. I didn't do anything wrong, even though I felt like I've been grounded for the past like 32 days and gotten no allowance. But what happened was that somehow I made a duplicate AdSense account, and then I had to delete one of them. And then when I went to relink my account, it said I had to wait 32 days to do that. And you know, with YouTube, there's literally nobody you can talk to. Everything is always through chat or something like that. So it's very hard to get a hold of somebody. So I had to wait out these 32 days. And then after that happened, I got my monetization back. But I had to spend a whole entire month without any kind of monetization. Wasn't making any ad revenue. And also all my memberships got canceled. But all those memberships came back. And also, you can join memberships now. So make sure you guys join by clicking the little join button. And if it's not there, you can do it on a computer. And that's the easiest way to do it, because sometimes it doesn't appear on phones for some reason. I don't know why, but there is a join button. And don't forget, you could also do super thanks if you want to give a one-time gift. Those are always really good. So let's say you just want to give $5 once, you can do that as well. But if you'd like to be entered into contests for my members, make sure that you can become a member and continue to be a member, and there'll be more contests down the road, and it's super inexpensive. But anyways, so the channel is remonetized. I'm super appreciative of that. All of my members, thank you guys for sticking around, and also your content is coming out soon, just because I wasn't making content because there was no way to make content because I had no memberships. So with that said, another bit of news. I actually got some games sent to me by companies. This is actually the first time this has happened for me, and I'm super excited about it. It couldn't have happened like at the worst time though. So my channel got demonetized, and I was like, this is terrible. Right when I get these games and I want to play them and review them, I got demonetized. Then I got sick. Then I had a family health emergency. Then I've been having lot of my family's getting older now, so we're having a lot more health complications in my family as they are continuing to get older and older. But yeah, it's just been tough. I've been in and out of hospitals and doing stuff like that, and it's been a tough couple of months. That's why I haven't been able to review them. Not only that, when I got sick. Then when I scheduled the game night, some of my friends got sick, not from me, but from somebody else, because it's just been going around. And it's just been so tough to have a game night like this past month or two. But the games that I got sent were by Fort Circle Games. They sent me a copy of Votes for Women. I'm really excited to play this game because I thought the production quality of this game is actually really, really good. And I liked all of the little pieces of history that it has. My wife is actually a history teacher, so I appreciate these games. So Fort Circle Games, thank you so much for sending me this. Can't wait to get it to the table. We're probably going to play that today with my wife. And I'm excited because it's a really interesting looking game. Second game that they sent me, they also sent me a copy of Shores of Tripoli. I don't know, it's a history game, but it looks really, really fun. And it's for 2 players, so I'm excited to give this one a try. I could actually play that solo, so I might do that today. And then the last game I got was a copy of a game called Proliferation, which was really cool that they sent it to me around this time. Because the movie Oppenheimer just came out, and so I'm sitting here going, oh, nice, I got a game about nuclear strategy, and we just watched a movie of Oppenheimer. Well, I haven't watched it, but I want to watch it. But yeah, Oppenheimer's in theaters now. Maybe this is Oppenheimer the board game? Who knows? I actually got to get it to the table. It plays with 2 to 9 players, and I really would love to see how it plays with 9, just because you take the part of a world superpower and you accumulate nuclear weapons and things like that, and you're just basically you have your own victory conditions that you're trying to meet, but then you also have nuclear bombs, and you can, hit people with nuclear bombs to try to set them back. And it's pretty interesting. But yeah, the goal of the game is just nuclear power and just taking control. So it looks really cool. It's by War Games. If you want to check out their website, War Games LV, check out War Games and you can find a copy of this game there. Thank you for sending me this copy. I'm going to get a review of that coming out as well. And then also, if you are a board game company or you know somebody that works at a board game company and they're looking to get games reviewed, I also look out for the little guys. So if you are maybe you have a prototype of a game that you want to try out, you can send it to me and I will do it for free. One of the principles of this YouTube channel, and again, it's like I don't know how long this is going to last because, at the end of the day, it's like I think people are weary of YouTubers who are, and there's been a lot of conversations about this, about YouTubers who get paid to advertise stuff, basically. So it's like a company will pay me money to promote their game, whether it's good or whether it's bad. I'm going to promote it because somebody paid me to say that. And so some people find it hard to believe content creators because they're not 100% sure, like, can I even trust what you're saying? You got paid to do this? So I always tell people, I'm like, hey, look, put your money where your mouth is. If you don't want YouTubers to take money from board game companies, then we have to do a better job of supporting those content creators, whether that be through Patreon or through memberships, things like that. So I want my channel to try to be a channel like that, where it's like, hey, I can just review games and my funding comes from the people who watch the channel. So guys, become members, man. That'd be awesome. That'll just be able to keep the channel free from a lot of that drama and a lot of that controversy of having to get paid to do these games. But yeah, if you're a game company and you want me to review your game, just send me a copy of the game and I'll review it for free, put my time and effort into it. I don't know how lucrative that's going to be for how long, but for now, I think it's just good since the channel's starting up to do things for free. So if you guys want to send a copy of any game, I will not charge you for anything, just doing it for the free, for the content, for the culture. Real quick, before we end this off, I'm going to go through some of the games that have been added to my collection after, what is the name of that? Dice Tower. So after Dice Tower, I was able to get a few games from the store. I ended up getting a copy of Bonanza for $5. A really, really fun game by Uwe Rosenberg. That's a card game where you plant beanstalks and you continue to add to those stocks. And it's got a lot of really cool mechanics. This is one of those games that's like, you can find it like dirt cheap. It plays with up to 7 people, and it's really, really fun. And I love a lot of the negotiation elements that come in the game. Another game that I picked up was Old Trey, the Undead and Alive expansion. I know that in Gen Con people were looking for this. I ended up getting it for 14 bucks at my local game store. And so this is a really cool game. If you've never played Old Trey is fantastic. And this expansion just adds 3 Chronicles. It adds some new assignment cards, new rumors of incidences and things like that. It looks cool, man. I like Old Trey, so I was super happy to get the expansion. Another game that I got, my wife and I got a chance to get this one to the table, is Land vs. Sea. It's a 2-player game, but it can be played with 3 and 4. But basically, I really liked it at 2, where you've got the land and you've got the sea, right? You've got the land player and the sea player, and they're basically you have 2 tiles that you can look at, and you can place those tiles to build little patches of land if you're the land player, and patches of sea if you're the sea player. When you close off a patch, you score 1 point for every single tile that's in that patch, and then also some bonus points if there are any X's in the ocean or land that you close off. And so it's really cool because you can kind of like steal those bonus points from people and close off their areas to keep them from gaining a ton of points. So it's really strategic, really fun. I think my wife was at like a 7.5 and I was at like a 7, and then I won the game and then that switched. So she's at a 7 and I'm at a 7.5. I don't really like tile placement games, but this one is really, really interesting. I enjoyed this game very much. Another game that I got, finally, I've been searching for this game forever, and that's Keyflower Man, and I finally found a copy. I got it for 50 bucks, which is actually not bad because sealed, this game's always like 60, 70, 80 bucks, and I'm like, man, why is this so expensive? I think it's just hard to find. I think that's the reason why people charge so much for it, because component-wise, it doesn't have a ton of great components in it. It does have a lot of meeples, but I don't think it's like $80 worth of meeples, you know what I mean? But I think that's the reason why Caverna and Agricola are so expensive as well. But it looks like a really fun game. I've heard it's very mean, and I'm okay with that. But it plays with 2 to 6 players. I don't even know exactly how it works. I think there's like an auction mechanism and a couple of other worker placement stuff that you can do. But it looks really, really good, and I'm excited that I finally got a copy of this because I've been searching for that game forever. Another game that I got, which was actually super cheap. I got Rush MD at a sale, and they had it for like 20 bucks, and I was like, that's not bad. I think it's normally like 40, 50 bucks, but this is one of those real-time games where kind of everybody's playing at the same time. It's not turn-based, or from what I remember, it's just like everybody's playing at the same time. There's timers, and you're running this hospital, and you're trying to deal with patients, and it can get very, very hectic. We played a game called Kites, which had timers, and my wife had, full-on anxiety, panic attacks playing that game. So I'm just assuming this one will give her the same feelings. So I'm not exactly sure if we're going to enjoy it, but it looks like a fun game, and it plays pretty quick from what I can tell. But that's Rush MD. Another game that I got, Ascension Tactics. It's got a gigantic piece of tape because this is probably the worst ding and dent game I've ever purchased. Like it is beyond ding and dented. It is just like destroyed. But it is Ascension Tactics is a miniatures deck building game, and I heard that, and I heard like miniatures deck building game, that sounds fun. And then when I open up the box, to my surprise, there's literally no miniatures in here. You have little standees and little cardboard pieces that go in the standees, and those are the miniatures. So I don't know what I'm like, bro. It feels like false advertisement at a certain point. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here going, bro, you're supposed to be a miniatures game, but there's no miniatures in this box. But luckily, I got the game for about 30 bucks from the Ding and Dent, well, from the Destroyed and Dent section. So, but Ascension Tactics, heard it's really good. Can't wait to get that one played. Got this one set up on the table now. Going to try to get a play of it in soon. Wayfarers of the South Tigris. It looks to be somewhat like Paladins of the West Kingdom complexity-wise, but I like the theme of this one. It's really, really cool. I feel like the theme in Paladins is like, it's okay. It's kind of cool if you can really draw the lines to it, but I like this one where it takes place in like kind of like that Arabian culture, and you are documenting the land, the sea, the sky, and it's really, really interesting the way that the mechanics work in this game. So I'm excited to try this one out, and I should get a play of that one soon. And last but not least, I got that one for $30, by the way, which is normally $60, but I got it for $30. And here's another one that was normally $60, but I got it for $30, and that is Rolling Heights by John DeClaire. I got to play this at Dice Tower East. I think everybody at the table said, this is a fun game. They really liked it. They weren't sure if they would buy a copy, and I figured I would buy a copy of this if I can get a copy on sale, and then a couple of days later 50% off, right? So this game was only $30, but it is well worth more than that. It comes with a whole bunch of meeples and a whole bunch of these little cubes that you build your cities. And basically, to win the game, you're gonna have these little tiles that the tiles have like cube spaces with numbers, so you have to build that color cube and that many of them, and you build up these little cities. The table presence of this game, as the game continues to build and ramp up, is insane. You're building this gigantic city, but the cool part is the mechanics of it, because in order to produce the resource cubes, you have to roll meeples, and the meeples will produce a cube each. But if the meeples happen to be standing on their 2 feet when you roll them, they actually produce 2 cubes, and some of them have bonus actions that you can take if you roll them standing up. If they roll on their side, they're like a regular worker. If they roll on their back, they don't work at all. And if they roll on their feet, they work hard. And so they will produce double resource. They will produce a bonus things that you can do. Some of them you can spend in your cities to get extra victory points. Whoever has the most victory points wins. That game is really, really fun, man. I enjoy just the rolling the meeples. I thought that that wasn't going to be a very solid mechanic, and it actually turned out to be. Rolling Heights is really good. If you can get a copy of that cheap, you guys should definitely check that game out. It's worth playing. It's very, very fun. But that's it for new games to my collection. Well, I guess not technically. I mean, technically, these would be for like August, but why not, right? I got Explorers for $8. Look at that. That's normally how much? It's normally $27. I got it for like $20 off almost. $8 for Explorers. This is a Phil Walker Harding game, so you know that it's going to be good. But it's like a roll and write. But the roll and write, you can like actually change out the panels and change the layout of the maps and stuff like that. And it looks to be like a really, really fun game. I got that one at Target, and then I found Juicy Fruits. Juicy Fruits is normally $40. I found it for $12. So if you go to Target, they were having like a 70% off sale, but I don't know if that's local or if that's like Target all across the board. But this was a game that I had always wanted to get, but I just couldn't see myself paying $40 for it. But man, I got it for like $12. So that's honestly not bad, right? That's how much money did I save there? $28. This is so cool, man, and I'm excited to try these games out. It looks to be a good game, but I'm really not too sure what it's about. I kind of forgot because I haven't had the desire to purchase it any recently. But now that I finally have it, I'm excited. And I'm excited for Explorers as well. And that's all the games that have been added to my collection. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, become a member, because members are the best. I love my subscribers as well too. But let's get our memberships up to 3,000, right? we got 3,000 subs. Let's get members up, right? Let's get a couple of members in there, because the more members we have, the more things I can do for the channel. I promise you this. The money that I get from this channel, I really want to pour it into the channel. Financially, I'm fine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily need financial support. Me and my wife are both working. We both love our jobs. We're not quitting anytime soon. I love what I do. But all the money that I would gain here would just be extra, and I would love to just pour this back into the community. I want to do a ton of giveaways, and I'm hoping that the channel monthly will produce enough money that I can just take that money, buy brand new sealed games, and send them out. That's what I'm doing for the giveaway. I'm giving away 2 brand new sealed Carcassones, and so Miss Silver Carcassonne. So if you are interested in joining that, don't forget, leave a comment, like the video, leave a comment, make sure you're a subscriber, and or become a member, and you have an even higher chance of winning if you become a member. We've got about 3,000 subscribers in the channel, so your odds of winning that are out of 3,000 1,000 from whoever comments on the video. But make sure to send this or don't send this to people. Maybe you don't want to share this video so you can keep your chances lower. But honestly, just become a member, because I'm going to be doing a lot more giveaways for my members. And just because since they're paying for the content, I would love to give back to them something. So I'd like to do more consistent giveaways for my members. Maybe even strike a deal with some companies and stuff like that. They can send me copies of games that I can use for giveaways and give you guys out some good games. And I also want to give out new games. Like, I don't want to be like, hey guys, today's monthly giveaway, I'm giving out, I don't know, I like all the games in my collection, but like, oh, today you get a copy of Yahtzee. Like, that's not a giveaway. I want to give away good stuff. So like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out this giveaway that's coming up, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.